Hello folks, my name's Lee Townsend and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new loop pedal from a company called Strich. And Strich reached out to me a couple of months ago and asked me if I would mind checking out some of their gear, and what I actually chose for them to send to me, they didn't have in stock. It was so popular that they've sold out and they don't have one to send to me. So hopefully in the next few weeks they'll get their hands on one and be able to send it over, but in the meantime they wanted me to check out one of their pedals, so I thought for this channel what better than a looper, because we love loopers here on the channel. So this video is sponsored by Strich, but they're not paying me for the review other than the fact that I get to keep the product, and they don't get to see this video before I launch it, so it's all my own words, my own thoughts, and it's going to be an honest look at this pedal, which is the Looper and Drum. And as I said, we like loopers on the channel, so that's why I chose this specific pedal. This video I want to make it like an initial unboxing overview kind of thing, and I want to have a look how easy it is to use this without having to use any kind of user manual. So just quickly on the box, it's at 44.1 kilohertz, 24-bit high quality phrase loop plus drum machine function, 40 looper storage locations, 10 drum machine styles with 100 rhythms and 10 metronome types, on-screen display of phrase loop progress information, automatic saving of all recorded content in case of power failure, that's really cool, supports external double or triple peg pedal for extended control, cool, and supports computer software for importing and exporting audio data and restoring factory settings. Really cool. So I'm going to get the thing open, and hopefully we're not going to need to use the user manual, but if we need it, it's there. It comes with a USB-A to USB-C. Yes, we love USB-C because it's 2025 and micro USB just doesn't cut it anymore, does it? It has some rubberized feet that you can stick on the bottom if you need to do that, but we're going to leave that in the box and have a look at the pedal itself. Nicely packaged. Oh wow, is that glass? Oh my goodness. It looks like it's got a glass top. It kind of looks like the iPhone 4, which evidently is the last iPhone that I had, so I don't know if any more of them have been made of glass, but yeah, nice design. I suppose you could see it as a nice design. Also, you could see it as building something that you're going to stamp on with your foot out of glass is kind of brave, but we'll see how robust this thing is. But nice metal back and sides, appears to be glass front, maybe it's like a plexi thing, I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, nice clunky foot switches, they feel good. Oh, these are like selector switches. They're not they don't stop at 100 and stop at 0, they just spin and spin and spin, so they're more selector switches than they are actual like normal volume knobs. We have output left and right, so it's stereo. We have input left and right, and we have external control input, which, as the box said, is probably for other functions that are not available with just the two switches. So let's get the thing powered up. Oh, up here, by the way, we've got DC 9 volts, so that's obviously how it's powered. Negative polarity, so it's the same as the Boss power supply, which luckily enough I have here, so I can power the thing up. And USB port, USB-C port, which is for the computer functionality, I am guessing. So let's power it up and see. Maybe it might need the maybe it might need a jack plug plugged in to make it power up. It looks as if it does. Oh no, it's turned on. Memory 1 empty. That's a really nice screen. You know what? Actually, we'll zoom in with this camera a little bit so that you can see exactly what's going on the screen. So if I put the pedal there, you can see what's going on, right? Memory 1 empty. Yeah, so it said on the box, didn't it? Was it 40 that it said that it's got? 40, yeah, 40 memory slots, which is really cool. That doesn't seem to do anything. How do we get to the next? Oh, we can press down on them. That's quite cool. So fade out, 0 to 5 seconds fade out. Stands to reason that that is the once you stop it, it'll fade out, which is, I suppose that's kind of a nice thing to have. I've never really thought about that as a loop pedal function. And then we've got level, which can go up to 6 dB. Can you cut it as well? You can cut down as far as, wow, 60 minus infinity, minus 60 dB. So we'll leave that at 0. And so if we push this down, yeah, okay, so this takes us over to the rhythm section. So pop 1, which is in 4/4, pop 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is in 3/4, 9, 10. So 10 pop settings. We've got a load of rock settings, metal, disco, funk, blues, hip hop, jazz, Latin, fusion, and metronome. So cool. And we've got, yeah, so there's a merger control button in the middle, which I'm not sure what that's for currently. But let's have a look first and foremost how the loop function works. So make sure that you can see that. So we've got record, dub, tap, and stop, play, clear, stop, play. Oh, okay, so what that must be is the top line is what happens in looper mode, bottom line must be what happens in rhythm mode. So this is record, dub, and this is stop, play, clear in looper mode. That's interesting actually, that usually on other loopers that I've used, record, dub, play is over here, and this is stop and clear. So it's interesting that play is over here. That's obviously going to change the workflow a little bit. But what I'm going to do is look at how the actual functionality works. So hit record. Oh, very nice. It tells you what mode you're in. So you're in record mode. It tells you in seconds how long the loop is. When you press it again, you're now in dub mode. Nice that it's got the thing going round so you can see where in the loop you are. The progress bar kind of thing round the side. Dub. And now we're in play mode. That's cool. So this does act as like record, dub, play, like we're used to on a normal looper. But we've also got play over here, which is funny. So stop, but it stands to reason now that this will play as well. Yeah, so stop, this does stop. So what happens if we go, that's cool. So you can go from stop straight into dub if you go over here, or stop straight into play. Cool that it's on this pedal because you can stop, play, stop, play, stop, play if you wanted to do like a did start thing. That's kind of cool. So press and hold. Oh, that's cool that memory 1 has changed to recorded. If we change the memory, yeah, the others say empty. So if you're using this to store any kind of files, you could use it to store backing tracks and just have it on the floor to start your backing tracks if you're into that kind of thing. If we press and hold this, I'm guessing that will clear. Yeah, standard as we'd expect. Can it undo? Play mode, if we press and hold while it's playing, we can undo. So that's a function that I use quite a bit. But yeah, it's definitely a single track looper, which is a thing. But you know what? I'm gonna get this plugged in and stick some headphones on. And those of you who have been subscribed for a while will know that I don't usually use the rhythm things that are built into these loop pedals because I'm very much a live looper. In the same way that Ed Sheeran loops, you know, hitting the bridge of the guitar for a bass drum, muting the strings and strumming for a snare drum, using bits of beatboxing techniques and recording vocal loops and all that kind of thing. I don't tend to use built-in rhythms, but I want to listen to them anyway, so I'm going to stick some headphones on so that I can hear what's going on as well. Hopefully that's set up correctly so that I can hear what's going on. So go over to rhythm, pop, nope, there we go. Pop in 4/4. This acts as tap, so I'm guessing we can, yeah, we can tap the tempo in. We can also change the BPM there, look, which is kind of nice. Volume, yeah, leave that. So it goes as high as 20, as low as 0, so we'll leave it in the middle at 10. We're going to go back to pop because we want to have a listen to some of the others. Some rock stuff. goodness. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Anyway, stop that, because that is not what you want to watch in this video. I want to keep this video as short and simple as it can be, really. But yeah, you know what? The actual drum sounds themselves are quite good. And I've not really used drum machines. I've not used drum machines at all for the last 15, 20 years. Because they used to sound so bad, but the actual sounds on some of those are all right. So I'm not saying I'll use it still. What does that do, by the way? Yeah, okay, so that's, yeah, it even says it there. Mode switches between looper and rhythm mode, just so you know. But yeah, the drum sounds actually, yeah, they sound okay. Not saying that I'll end up using drum machines, because it's not my bag, really. It's not my jam. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how this functions with a guitar plugged in. So if you're looking forward to the follow-up video to this, where I actually put it through its paces and record some songs with it, make sure that you subscribed using the subscribe link down below. Really helps the channel out, helps my videos get seen by more people, and also it'll help you know when other videos are coming. So if you like guitar and music related content here on YouTube, make sure that you do that. I'm going to leave this video for here, but out of the box, build quality, functionality, I'm impressed so far. Maybe I will put this against some other loopers and see how it compares to other stuff that I've got here in the studio. So I'm going to leave it here. I don't want to waffle too much more. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate you sitting here and making it all the way to the end. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.